Life is both a challenge and an opportunity. The Buddha taught that our minds shape our world, and that mastery over life begins with mastery over the mind. To master your life is not to control every external event, but to live with wisdom, compassion, and peace no matter what happens. As we begin this journey, remember, the goal is not perfection, but progress, a gradual purification of the heart and clarity of the mind. In these 10 lessons, you will hear timeless teachings of the Buddha, practical steps that can help you navigate life with clarity and strength. These are not just beautiful ideas. They're living truths, tested over thousands of years, that can guide you through joy and sorrow alike. Imagine you are walking barefoot through a quiet forest path at dawn. The air is cool, the light is gentle, and every step brings you closer to understanding yourself. This is the spirit in which we begin. Lesson 1, master your mind. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. These words, attributed to the Buddha, capture the heart of personal mastery. Most people live as if their thoughts are facts, reacting blindly to whatever appears in the mind. But the mind is like a wild horse. If left untrained, it runs wherever it wishes, often into danger. The Buddha compared the untrained mind to a monkey, jumping from branch to branch, never resting. But he also taught that the mind, when trained, becomes your most powerful ally. How do we master the mind? First, by observing it. Sit quietly for just a few minutes each day. Watch your thoughts rise and fall like clouds drifting through the sky. You will see anger, desire, fear, joy, and you will learn that these are not you, but passing events in consciousness. Second, guide the mind toward wholesome states. Just as a gardener pulls weeds and plants flowers, we can remove harmful thoughts and nurture beneficial ones, kindness, patience, and generosity. Over time, your mind becomes like a clear lake, reflecting the world without distortion. With mastery of the mind, you gain mastery over your life, because the quality of your mind shapes every word you speak, every decision you make, and every step you take. Lesson 2, live in the present moment. Many of us live as if life will begin one day, after we finish our work, after we achieve our goals, after our problems are solved. But the truth is, life is only ever happening now. The Buddha taught mindfulness, sati, as the art of fully inhabiting the present moment. When you drink tea, know that you are drinking tea. Feel the warmth of the cup, notice the aroma, taste the flavor. When you walk, be aware of each step, the contact of your feet with the earth, the rhythm of your breathing. Living in the present is not about ignoring the past or the future. It is about not being enslaved by them. The past is memory. The future is imagination. The present moment is reality. Here and now is where peace, joy, and freedom are found. Imagine a musician completely absorbed in playing their instrument. They are not thinking about yesterday's mistakes or tomorrow's performance. They are simply present. That is mindfulness, and it transforms ordinary moments into sacred ones. Lesson 3, understand impermanence. Everything changes. The Buddha called this truth anicca, impermanence. Seasons change, bodies age, relationships evolve, emotions rise and fall. Yet, we often suffer because we cling to things as if they will stay the same forever. When happiness comes, we try to hold it tightly. When sadness comes, we fight it. But impermanence means that nothing is fixed. Joy and sorrow both pass. This truth, when understood deeply, can free us from fear and despair. If you are suffering, remember, this too shall pass. If you are happy, cherish it without clinging, knowing that change is the nature of life. Imagine holding a beautiful autumn leaf in your hand. Its colors are brilliant today, but in time, it will fade. Do you enjoy it less because it will fade? No, you enjoy it more because you know it is precious. In the same way, understanding impermanence allows us to fully appreciate life while accepting its changes with grace. Lesson 4. Practice compassion for all beings. Hatred never ceases by hatred, but by love alone is healed. These words from the Dhammapada remind us that compassion is not optional. It is essential for a peaceful life. Compassion, karuna, begins with understanding that all beings, human or animal, seek happiness and wish to avoid suffering. This awareness changes how we act, speak, and think. True compassion is not pity. It is seeing others as equal to ourselves. Even those who harm us are acting out of ignorance and pain. The Buddha often told his disciples to extend compassion like a mother's love for her only child, boundless, unconditional, and protective. You can practice loving-kindness meditation, metta-bhavana, by silently repeating, "May all beings be happy. May they be safe. May they be free." Over time, this softens the heart, dissolves anger, and creates a quiet joy. Imagine the ripple effect. When you meet hatred with kindness, you break the chain of hostility and become a source of healing in the world. Lesson 5. Let go of attachment. Attachment is a glue that binds us to suffering. We cling to people, possessions, and even ideas, believing they will give us lasting happiness. But when they change or disappear, we feel pain. The Buddha taught that the problem is not love itself, but attachment, the desire to possess and control. Letting go does not mean rejecting or avoiding. It means loving without clinging, caring without grasping. Think of holding water in your palm. If you grip too tightly, it slips away. If you hold gently, it stays. The same is true with relationships, dreams, and experiences. Freedom comes when we release the need to control and simply allow life to flow. In meditation, notice the urge to hold on to a pleasant thought or push away an unpleasant one, and practice letting them both pass. In letting go, you discover a deeper security, one that is not dependent on anything outside yourself. Lesson 6. Walk the middle path. The Buddha's own life illustrates this lesson. In his early years, he lived in luxury as a prince, surrounded by pleasures. Later, as a seeker, he practiced extreme asceticism, nearly starving himself. Neither extreme brought him peace. It was only when he chose a middle way, avoiding both self-indulgence and self-torture, that he found enlightenment. The middle path is about balance, balancing work and rest, effort and relaxation, discipline and enjoyment. It means eating enough to nourish the body, but not so much that it dulls the mind. Speaking enough to communicate, but not so much that it creates confusion. You can apply this to daily life by noticing extremes: overworking, overeating, oversleeping, or overthinking, and gently guiding yourself toward moderation, like walking on a narrow bridge. You remain steady by adjusting with each step. In this balance, the mind becomes stable and the heart remains open. Lesson 7. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. The Buddha himself, after attaining enlightenment, did not forget the tree that sheltered him. He spent 7 days standing before the Bodhi tree in silent gratitude. In our own lives, gratitude shifts the mind from scarcity to abundance. Each morning, before you start your day, recall 3 things you are grateful for, not just big events, but small blessings: the warmth of the sun, the kindness of a friend, the taste of fresh water. Gratitude changes the chemistry of the brain, calming anxiety and fostering joy. When you are grateful, resentment has no room to grow. Lesson 8. Speak with truth and kindness. Words are powerful. The Buddha taught right speech as part of the Noble Eightfold Path. Speak only what is true, kind, and beneficial. A single harsh word can wound for years, but a single kind word can heal a heart. Once, a man insulted the Buddha in public. The Buddha calmly asked, "If a gift is not accepted, to whom does it belong?" The man replied, "To the one who offered it." "Then," said the Buddha, "I do not accept your insults." This story reminds us that we can choose how to respond. Speak as if your words are seeds. Plant only what you want to grow. Lesson 9. Serve others selflessly. The Buddha's life was one of service. Even after enlightenment, he walked from village to village, teaching the Dhamma, tending to the sick, and guiding the lost. Service without expectation purifies the heart. You do not need great wealth to serve. Even a smile, a listening ear, or carrying a heavy load for someone could be a noble act. The key is the intention. Serving not for recognition, but out of genuine care. In helping others, we forget ourselves, and in forgetting ourselves, we find peace. Lesson 10. Seek inner peace above all. The Buddha taught that true peace is found within, not in the changing conditions of the world. After years of searching, he realized that the root of suffering is craving, and that liberation comes from letting go. Inner peace does not mean avoiding the world, but moving through it with a mind that is calm and unshaken, like the moon reflected in still water. The peaceful mind reflects the beauty of life without distortion. Make time each day to sit in silence, even for a few minutes, and touch that place of stillness within. Closing blessing. In the Dhammapada it is written, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." May these 10 lessons guide you toward a life of clarity, compassion, and freedom. Remember, to master your life is to master your mind, and to live with wisdom is to live in harmony with all beings. May you walk the path with courage, and may peace be your constant companion.